King Zuzi.
Back to the crosswalk share. Exactly as the Birchwood Park. I'm with the Lady Mustangs flag football team. Give it up for the Mustangs. All right. And who do we have here? Start with y'all.
My name is Nia. I'm a senior and I do running back. My name is Maddie. I'm a senior and I play middle back. My name is Minion. I'm a junior and I play outside linebacker.
My name's Sydney. I'm a senior and I play corner.
My name's Evie. I'm in 6th grade and I'm a wide receiver.
My name's Michelle. I'm 11th grade and I play wide receiver.
I'm Lexi. I'm 10th grade and I play quarterback.
My name's Olivia. I'm a sophomore and I play rusher and inside receiver.
My name is Logan. I'm a sophomore and I play safety and inside receiver.
All right, and got longtime coach Larry Uden here. Coach Uden, I've known you for a long time. You retired last year. So, what made you come back?
Well, I figured I was towards the end of my teaching career, approaching 25 years in now. I wanted to try and try and take it easy, kind of coast, just teach, and gave up some things, including sports. And then we had some staff leave and move on to other schools. And our athletic director Brian Rado approached me about taking back over the flag program, and I set a couple of conditions to come back. One of which was to bring back Coach Steve Joyner to help coach the offense, and we also brought on a former player, Hunter Talley, to help with offense with the JV as well. So, we're glad to be back, all of us.
Now, you've also been a long-time wrestling official, so you're still doing that too, or did you give that up? Or?
Gave up wrestling officiating, helping the Mandarin wrestling program as an assistant coach in that capacity.
So how long have you been coaching?
Coaching almost 25 years.
Wow, 25 years coaching, and that's just in the area, so that's a tremendous job. All right, Coach, the way the districts are set up, there's 8 teams. You have sub-districts, 4 teams in each district, sub-district. Unfortunately, you're not one of the teams that's moving on to the playoffs, and we'll get to that in a few minutes. But 2 close losses within the sub-districts to Oakleaf and Fleming Island. Same score, 13-12. Came down to an extra point. What happened?
Well, we had opportunities in both games, both very good, well-coached teams. We had opportunities to stop Oakleaf. We had 8 in-hand interceptions that we weren't able to bring in. That would have put stops to Oakleaf drives. When we did score, we had trouble converting our extra points. We practiced them. Same kind of situation with Fleming Island. We got into situations where we were able to stop their drives and go onto offense and score, and had trouble converting our extra points again. Things that we practice on, things that we're going to improve upon. We started 6 10th graders on offense, a new system coming in, so they had to learn that system, and we're going to be okay with that. Unfortunately, we did not get as far as we had hoped this season. But we know the future's bright for the program, and we plan on moving a lot further through Gateway and into districts next year.
All right, let me talk to some of the seniors. All right, so as I said, Coach retired, recently came back this year, so you've obviously seen him prior to playing. So what was it like when he came back, and what are some of the differences?
Well, last year it didn't feel as conformed as this year. I feel like we're really a family, and Coach Eden really does a good job of keeping us on our toes and making sure we're doing what we're supposed to. And it feels like we're able to be coached better and not feel like we're getting yelled at a point.
So did he bring a little more discipline in the team?
Yeah, and a little bit more fun. So that was good.
All right, pass the mic to some of the other seniors here. So, what is it like to play for Coach Watt? Coach Watt.
I've been playing all 4 years, and he was there for my first 2 years in my senior year, and it wasn't the same without a junior year. And it's always fun with him. He's a great coach. He does well with the defense, and he connects with us really well.
All right, some of the underclassmen. Maybe you played for him maybe 1 or 2 years ago. Maybe what is it like? Anybody underclassmen, 10th, 11th graders? Nobody? Just what is it like to play for him? I know you haven't played 4 years under him, but what is it like to have him back?
It's really good because he teaches us a lot. He helps us learn more about the defense and how to stop offenses.
All right, so I talked to several coaches, and they say that he runs a funky offense or funky defense that it's hard to maybe adapt to. So, what is it that you guys do so well against y'all's opponents that may be a challenge for them? Anybody?
I would have to say that we trust each other more, so it's easier to pass off players and just stay in your zones and not cheat over to not cover. So we're all stay disciplined and staying home to cover everything.
All right, so you guys had Gateway Conference last week. I know you didn't get the outcome you hoped, but what was that like for you?
It was very emotional. Doing that lost that game went a hands any farther, but it was a fun game. It was good with the team, had fun.
Which brings me to my next question. Our screwed up playoff system. I wrote an article about it the other day, and there's only 4 sports in high school sports that only the top 4 teams in each district advance to the district tournament, and only the district champion advances to state playoffs. Why only those 4 sports? Nobody knows. It's really unfair for all the teams involved. And so I want to get coaches' thoughts on it, and I want to get y'all's thoughts on it, because I know you guys have been on both sides of the fence there.
Well, when we went to the FACA clinic back in January, we brought up that very subject about the district champion and the district runner-ups advancing, just as they do in most other sports. And the answer we got from FHSAA was that because we are not a sanctioned sport yet, we're just a recognized sport, that the current playoff system will remain in place until we get more teams to come on board, which we probably will see a lot more teams coming on this year. Eventually the state will have to probably split into 3 classes and take into account the sanction aspect, at which point they'll take into consideration sending a district champion, district runner-up to the playoffs. As it stands right now, the playoff system is going to remain status quo.
Which is kind of ridiculous, because flag football is halfway through as far as how many teams play compared to regular football. There's around 300 high school flag football teams in the state of Florida, and there's only 3 states that play flag football as a high school sport. So hopefully we can change those rules. So girls, I know you've been on both sides. You've made the districts, you haven't made the districts. What do you guys think about the rule? Any seniors? Anybody? Somebody say. What do you think about the rule where it only takes 4 teams and then only 1 team in that district makes the playoffs?
I feel like there could be a better way to do it, because just like our team, everybody has their downfalls, and one bad game could mean not being able to go to states. I don't think that's really fair. I mean, I know everybody has bad days, but it's just we work hard to do the best we can, and sometimes our best isn't enough, I guess, for the guidelines, which kind of stinks.
All right, so speaking of districts, quickly, let's talk about that real quick. I know you're not involved, and first we'll start with your own district. I'm telling Elena Coates, it's Fleming Island, Lee, Oakleaf, and Sandalwood. Who do you like?
I actually like Fleming Island. I still think they have a system that's in place that's kind of hard to beat unless you are a disciplined defense. They can be stopped, as Clay showed last week, and then Lee showed them as well. But as far as our district is concerned, it's a whole new ballgame. We're going to be playing with more intensity. I like Fleming Island coming out of our district.
All right, Baldwin District?
I like Baldwin coming out of that district.
Really?
I think Coach Smith does a lot of good work there. There's a lot of good teams there. I think the parity in some of those other districts is a little bit more even. I didn't see a lot of teams out of that district, other than talking to some of the other coaches. I did see some of them on tape. But as far as Coach Smith coming, Coach Smith had retired for a while also and come back out, and I think he's done a great job at Baldwin. I kind of like Baldwin coming out of that district, but you never know.
I mean, Clay is undefeated.
We played Clay in the preseason, and I think we hung with them. The score was 13-6 in their favor. I think we had our opportunities. I think playing on an 80-yard field, I like the Jaguars format, but I think playing on an 80-yard field, the game would have been a little bit more tight, and I think we would have hung with Clay as well.
All right, last one at Terry Parker, Thursday night.
I like Terry Parker. You know, Coach knows it's tough to win one conference title, let alone repeating his 3. Tough to win one district, repeating his 4. They do a great job there. You have 2 of the strongest teams sitting in this restaurant right now. Terry Parker, when they instituted the playoff system of the state title, Terry Parker was one of the first schools to get down to the state playoffs down there in South Florida. So they know what it takes to win. I think they're going to do very well. I think they're going to go very far. I'd like to see them go out to the Panhandle and play Choctaw. And I'll be, you know, obviously we're on the outside looking in. We'd rather be somewhere else, but we'll be watching them go. Hope they represent our area pretty well.
All right, Lady Mustangs came up short this year in the districts, but they'll be back next year. It looks like they have a pretty young team, so they'll be able to contend for a district and Gateway Conference title. Maybe stop the Parker Gateway Conference streak next year. All right, give it up to the Mustangs.
Where Zaxby's is from. Some like it classic. Some like it saucy. For others, it's gotta be crispy. But everyone loves the flavor that brings us together. And whether you like it spicy or old school, you'll like it even more. Because Zaxby's 5 fan favorites are now just $5.99 each. Friends, family, flavor. Zaxby's.